In early May 2022, I posted a video on my wife Laura's rehabilitation from a traumatic brain injury (TBI). Some followers asked what was the cause of the injury. I responded by making 2 videos working under the assumption my audience knew most of the situation. The 2 videos combined for 20 million plus views. I gained thousands of new followers with thousands of new questions. This video is an attempt to answer those questions. Sunday, February 28, 2021, approximately 11:45, my wife's sister Teresa came over to do laundry and became concerned when Laura didn't answer the door and the dogs didn't bark when she rang the doorbell. She called me at the gym to tell me Laura wasn't answering the door and the dogs weren't barking. The dogs always barked when the doorbell rang. I arrived home thinking Laura and the dogs just couldn't hear the doorbell. We found Laura unconscious, face down, in the backyard. The dogs were standing guard over her. A red tomato cage was laying parallel to her. We woke her and something didn't seem right, so we called 911. We picked Laura up and discovered she had a black eye with a slight puncture wound on her left eyelid just above her eye. EMS arrived. Laura was awake and talking, but could not stand or squeeze with her left hand. She had hyperthermia and her vitals were low. The EMS responded to the call within 10 minutes, and they weren't running because that's not how they respond to calls. The extent of Laura's injury was still unknown. It wasn't until she had an X-ray that they discovered an almost surgical piercing above her left orbital all the way to the back of her skull. Laura crashed on the way to get an MRI. They revived her, but I couldn't see her until they cleared me of any involvement in the accident. It was ruled a freak accident. Laura had fallen and pierced her skull with a red tomato cage. They believe she then pulled it out and passed out. The ICU staff dubbed it the Final Destination accident. They didn't think Laura would live through the week. Over a year, 8 hospitals, 6 rehabilitation centers, 6 trips to the ICU and to nursing facilities later. Laura is steadily improving.